Good evening, gents. Friday night, me, Mr. B. Early doors, as you can see from his wonderful backdrop. He's not a Man United supporter, which is good for a Friday night. And we've got Anthony Herbert, who you know already smells like a gooner. Anthony, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm not too bad, Mr. B. Not too bad. You know what? I'm looking forward to tonight's stream. I messaged you and you said, let's do a stream. Why not? All because of tomorrow. It's Mr. B's birthday tomorrow, right? Listen, whatever age he tells you, you don't listen to it. I know his real age. He's 64. He's had a hard life, and that's supporting Man United, right? So don't let anybody tell you any different.
Oh, Anthony, get lost. Early doors. How you doing, man?
I'm good, Mr. B. And again, it's a pleasure being on your show as always. Thanks very much for inviting me on, man.
Oh, good. I do have you on a Friday. So let's say a couple of howdies before we go any further. We're going to say hi to Darren Tubbs. Yes, I assume you'll talk about Christopher King. And to be honest, I think on Monday we'll have to deal with him. I don't have the patience to deal with Christopher King, to be fair. Solo, how you doing, man? Hydro, welcome, my friend. Matty, I hope you get your game played on Sunday. At the moment, my game is actually on. We're supposed to be on 3G, so hopefully the wind won't blow us away. Hydro saying Saka world class can have 2 bags of what you lads are smoking. There's a question mark by it. I put a question mark by it. So before you go any further, Andrew, before you discuss who is world class and who isn't, you have to start by defining what you see as being world class. So we will get the points up for that one as well. Yeah, we will. We'll get the parameters up. My definition, and from Andrew Williams, is top 3 in your position in the world. Anybody else got a different one? Guys, are you feeling the top 3 or are you feeling? Oh, let me hold it. I'll tell you what. Look, let me say a couple of the rest of the howdies. Big G, Mr. Big G, how you doing, my friend? Stoney, I know you couldn't come on today. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're well. Sorry, we were going. Yeah, parameters for world class. What we say world class. Top 3 in your position. I don't think it should go down to 5 if that's the way that we're going to go, or is it one that walks into most teams in the Premier League? How are we going to do this?
I tell you what, Mr. B, I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide whatever you want to say. You know, I don't want to trouble you. It's a special day tomorrow, right? You have a final say.
I swear, Anthony, don't. Just don't, bro. Just don't. I wish I never said a word. I wish I never said nothing. But it's all right. It's out there. Thank you, Hydro. Bless you, brother. Lost. What's this? Lost my grand in the morning. Oh shit. Lost my grand. Oh my god. Sorry, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh god. Sorry, man. It doesn't sound like your day was a lot worse than my one with my keys. I'll fill you in about that story as well. So sorry. You know what? I think we top 3 in your position. And then we'll go from there. But before we go any further, Anthony, I know this is the part of it that you want to see. Guys, if you don't already know, we do a fantasy league. It has been up and running since the start of the season. At the moment, I always have a top 24. Me and Mr. Herbert we're still battling it out in the 40s and the 50s. But I think we're on a charge, Anthony. I think we're on a charge. Don P.
You could have done top 30.
Say again?
You could have done the top 30.
Are you top 30 now?
Yeah, I'm top 30. I'm 30th in the league.
Well, I'm not going to change it just for you. I'm not going to change it. Yeah, 24. If you're not in the 24, you're not getting in. You know, but I do. But honestly, Anthony, I think we're going to get there, mate. I think we're pushing each other along slowly. All right, I'm not catching you, but we're slowly moving up the table, and you're bound to slip up. Well, I'm just waiting for that one slip up, mate.
No, there's no slip up for me. There's no slip up for me. No slip up. I've seen what you've done. I've seen the way you're doing your season. And do you know what, Mr. B? You're like Ten Hag, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I tell you what, there's no way you're going to be coming above me. You're not even going to sell pass. I'm just going to shout over, Mr. B. you, Mr. B, down there? You okay? I can't hear you. What?
Yeah, but
Oh.
if he does beat you, Anthony, you've got to remember, you've got to be like, Ten Hag and that, and you've got to apologise at the same time as well. Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
will.
you've got to be like,
apologise.
sorry, shall I say, you should be like Fulham and apologise for being, subjective in that kind of comment you've just made there.
Yeah, I thought you was going to say you're going to have to come on the show for wearing a bloody Man United top. I was going to say no way.
No,
That ain't
I wouldn't. I would never ask anybody to do that because that's not something that I would be willing to do. Not even as a joke, as a prank, or no. I wouldn't. I'm not willing to do that.
What,
So
wear a
I
Man
wouldn't.
United top?
Piss off, you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You are taking the mickey.
I knew he was a gooner.
Look, let me get this table up. So at the moment we've got Don P, who is still ahead, and he seems to be pulling ahead. Listen, Ty the Tactician, whether you're watching or not, bruv, I'm really hoping that you do something. Yeah, you do something. I mean, look, Rebel, the winner gets a Tottenham, a Man United shirt. Rebel's already got it there. I think it's funny thing is it's the Mason Mount number. It's the Mason Mount number 7 shirt. So look, nobody's even seen it being worn on the pitch this season, and he's got it. So Don P, if you win that, I'm more than happy to take the shirt off your hands. I'm Ty the Tactician in second. Hotel Tiago Del Griffiths, that is in third. Klopp Along is in fourth. Netflix and Chill is in fifth. Dallas Cowboys is in sixth. Seventh is Stranger Mings. And 8 is No Direction. 9, somebody had a big move. There was a lot of going down this week. I Don't Care, number 6. Gooner FC, United Loader FC, Metalist Hunt. Oh, I should have maybe find out what that was to be here. Let's Go Phillies. Give Me Hope. That's Blink One Etienne and Saka Punch. That's Tony Fox. There's a couple of Arsenal men in here. Bob Reel's Bits. He's another gooner. Cartel RDG. Alvin. That I'm sure he is. Cop TV. Maybe I'm wrong. We've got Brian Feeney, we've got Justin Knight, I'm not going to say his name, we've got Roy Ball FC, Glazer FC out, which is Rebel, well done holding it up, 11 Hog and Goats. Now, Anthony, if we did do another page, then yes, we would have found you in it, but we didn't, so we're just going to carry on now.
I know. Mr. B, do you know next season, I think that team, I think you should take over that team. And bring it into your name with your team. It's called, what's it called? Give Me Hope.
Oh, you're so funny. But you know what? The show stops when we get a payment. Matty Bassett, my friend. Birthday drink on me, Mr. B. Wow, that's a whopper. Big man, thank you so much for that. And look, I'll start drinking. I'll start drinking to you now. It is only Coke, mind. And if you don't believe that, then, if you don't believe I'm only drinking Coke on a Friday night, then you definitely don't know me at all. Yeah, let me remove that. So
I can smell cockspurs from this end where I am.
Let's see. Rebel. Let's see. Okay, this is the beauty. This is the beauty of live TV. Right, let's get this up here. This is from our resident silent. I don't know why you're silent, Rebel. You can explain to me. You've disappeared, and I miss you, man. What is going on? When are you coming back? But he's got on here. Fabrizio Romano has been accused of spreading rumors about players on social media in return for money. Danish media also alleged clubs would pay Romano thousands of dollars for mentions on Romano's social media account. That was something that just come up now. I mean, guys, thoughts? Instant news there.
Well, you normally, when it's from him, you normally believe it, didn't you? Not being funny, because he's the one that normally says this is going to happen and that's going to happen, and 9 times out of 10 it normally does. So I don't really know what to make of that now. Do I believe it?
I think if you go by this January transfer window, there was a lot of here we goes kind of thing, and here they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. Well, look, you know what? Something's gonna come out. He has to either come out and deny it or accept it. You know, they're all watching social media, whether they like it or not, whether they deny it or not. Everybody is watching social media. There seem to be a lot of managers moaning this week about social media posts. Obviously, Ten Hag lost his bit with Fulham and we won the game. I think he should have just left it alone. Poch, who we will be talking about later, had a moan about Gary Neville saying that they were bottlers. Obviously Ten Hag,
well,
and Carrot, yeah. So look, we'll come on to that anyway. But Saka, look, I think we should really be going. The Premier League isn't the only league in the world, but do we say it's the best league in the world?
Yeah,
I think it pays. I think it pays the best money. I think that's what attracts some of the players. Yeah, I mean, you know, the stand is fairly decent, but at the same point, there's still tons of improvement to be had compared to some of the other leagues. You know, when you look at, like, for instance, the Italian league, there's still kind of stands out. But yeah, don't get me wrong, the Premier League is good. It's just a fact of, I think, you know, most people turn up for the money rather than anything else. That's my take on it anyway.
Anthony?
Yeah, I totally agree with what Tony said. You know, I mean, as far as it was called the English Premier League back in '92, and then obviously going forward until now, up until the present day, I've always said it was the fastest league in the world. I mean, you look at the other leagues, you know, the other European leagues. You know, the French league, that ain't do good hardly anymore. The German league, you know, that's gone backwards if you ask me. The Spanish league has gone backwards, but then again, you look at the Spanish leagues. There's only top 3 teams in there, which we know they are already: Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. You know, the rest is the same. You know, it's the same in any other different league. But then when you've got the English Premier League, you've got people in there. You know, I mean, the top 3 teams. Sorry, Tim, you're not in it, but do you know what I mean? Is Man United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. I mean, that's the 3 clubs with most history behind them. Okay, we haven't won the Champions League, but when you look at all the trophies we haven't ever won it.
Right, that's what you need to say. Anytime you mention Champions League, and you need to say never ever.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. This year, I might say this year, I don't think we're going to win it. I think if we beat Porto, we go into the quarterfinals. Anything past the quarterfinals, to me, is a bonus. I've been saying that all season. But in all fairness, it is, you know, it is like us. You know, you've got that, then you've got the Chelsea, then you've got the Man Cities. That's 5. You know, so it is pretty much endless within the English Premier League. And to me, it is the best league in the world.
All right, so our criteria for this Saka debate, then, if it turns into a debate, is we've kind of decided that the Premier League is the best league. So if he's starring in the Premier League, then we could maybe suggest that maybe he is towards world class. So if we decide that he can get into, you know, the rest of the Premier League teams or whatever, then maybe we can go that way with it. But Andrew Williams has got one here. He said, I don't think it's anywhere near as clear cut as most pundits suggest, but I would have Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga in that order. Would you have Serie A over the Bundesliga? I would have gone the other way, to be fair.
Did you want to answer that one, Tim?
I'll agree with Andrew Williams myself. I can understand what you're saying, Mr. B. Again,
but then I'm only thinking about one team. I've only got Bayern in my head.
Bayern and Dortmund. That's it, isn't it? That's really it. It really stands out. You know.
But there's more that's won it in the Italians. I mean, you've got Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan. You know, and obviously once upon a time you had like Lazio when Sven Gore Eriksson, when he was in charge of them, he won them trophies. So it ranges. Do you know what I mean? Or when you look back at these leagues over the years, yeah, you see there's different amount of teams that's won the leagues. So in all fairness, I always said the Italian league just edges it for me for the Bundes.
You know what? I think he's actually. I've just gone through Andrew Williams' his comments, to be fair, and yeah, I think I've been blinded by Bayern. Forgetting Andrew's gone through. Roma won the Conference Cup last year. Napoli in the semis, Milan in the semis, Inter in the semis this year. So yeah, do you know what? I'll hold up my hands. I probably didn't think about that one as good as I as well as I should have done. But you know what? Let's talk Saka. Obviously Rio claimed last week. Asked a question: is he world class? Look, I'll put it out there now. Saka's better than anything we've got on our right side at the moment. So you know, I'm not here to belittle him. I'm just here to ask a question. And Anthony, obviously, you're a United fan. You're a United fan.
What?
I wish yeah, I know. You're an Arsenal. Secretly. You're an Arsenal fan, so I'm actually gonna. Started in it. I am actually gonna start with you, Saka. You calling him world class? Do you think he can get to world class, or he's not there yet? What's your thoughts, man?
I think he's a very top quality player. World class, not yet. He's still young. As far as I'm concerned, he's still learning the game. You know, I mean, at the age of 22 or 23. Do you know what I mean? I mean, even at that age, you're still learning the game. You know, you don't gradually know the game until you get to your peak. They always say from the age of 27 for a field player. So
You
yeah,
think you're going to wait until 27 before you think he's suggest that he's
well,
world class?
it depends, Mr. B, because world class to me, you've got to win something. And when I say win something, I don't mean like an FA Cup. I mean the Premier League, a Champions League. This is what world class is. And in all fairness, Saka hasn't won that to me. So he is a quality player. I always said he's quality, but world class, no, not at the minute. He can be, depending if he's going to stay with Arsenal and Arsenal are going to win something this season. Because he's obviously, as we know, is like a three-way horse, you know, between us, Man City and Liverpool. But I just feel if he does win it with Arsenal, great. If not, I don't think he's going to hang around. I think you might see if Arsenal don't win nothing in the next season or the season after that, I think this is where he's going to start thinking up here and saying, I need to go somewhere else. And it won't surprise me if he wants to stay in the Premier League. And Ian was probably play for someone like Man City. You know,
It would only be Man City in the Premier League, but I can't see that happening.
But no, but it depends if he wants to win, if he wants to aim high in his career. And a player like that, with the quality he's got and the expectations that he can have, at the minute is 50-50 whether he's going to get that at Arsenal at my club. And you know, I'm not slagging Arsenal off here, but in all fairness, it's down to him. You know, if he wants it, if the team can get involved in him, you know, score he got. I mean, because we've been phenomenal. You know, we've won 6 games on the bounce. We scored 27 goals in 6 games now. He's scored the majority of the goals, I should say, Saka. But you know, I mean, if we win the league, great. If we don't win the league, and then unfortunately these results mean nothing.
Okay, so your criteria is if he's only world class if Arsenal win a trophy, right?
Yeah. But it's got to be a Premier League or a Champions League.
Okay, early doors. I'm going to come back to you on that one, Anthony. Early doors.
Well, let me start off.
Yeah.
Let me start off with the man. Like Saka moving on to another club. I mean, the main thing when you think about it, what Arsenal did was tie him down to a new contract because they wanted to stave off interest from other clubs. And I agree with Anthony. I think if it's going to be any club, it's going to be Man City. But for me, no, Saka's not world class. World class, you have a bit more flair about you. You have a bit more style about you. And don't get me wrong, he is a good player. But for me, he's just too predictable. And you know exactly what he's going to do. With world class player, they can change it up. They can do something. They can turn on the style. They can do something else with the ball. And unfortunately, Saka can't do that at the moment. And I agree with what Anthony's saying. If he stays at Arsenal, then I can't see him progressing. I can't see that development getting any better.
So because he's going to stay at the club, this sounds like because he's going to stay at the club, he's not going to become world class. I'm just going to go for a couple of I'm just going to do Saka's numbers. Yeah, 2018 season, he had one match, scored no goals. 2019 to 20 season, he had 26 matches, scored one goal. The 2022-2021 season, 32 matches. This is just Premier League, yeah?
Yeah.
32 goals, 32 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. The 21-22 season, 38 games, 11 goals, 7 assists. The 22-23 season, 38 games again, 14 goals, 11 assists. There's 25 goal involvements. Already this season, 2023, 25 matches, 13 goals, 7 assists. Now, you can already see a progression in his numbers. Season on, the proof is in the pudding. Season on. So, I'm really surprised. Well, Anthony, you're not a typical wanker Arsenal supporter. You actually talk some sense sometimes. You don't give it the bluster. Sometimes I think you're a bit negative considering where you are in the league, but that's how you are as a fan. So I know that I can talk to you, but those numbers, if those numbers are a United player, I'm saying, okay, then he's improving year on year out. Regardless of if he wins something, it's still... Is Harry Kane not world class because he's won nothing? Because he's going to go to Bayern, he's going to score 40 goals this season, win nothing again like he's done at Spurs. But in your way of thinking, you're saying he's not world class. You see what I mean?
No,
I think Harry Kane walks into any team in the whole world. All right, Saka maybe can't do that yet. But then you look at who is ahead of Saka.
Well, I think
Andy Williams has been kind of saying who the players in front of him.
Okay, so he's got him in. Hold on, let me get. Sorry, I've been a bit blinded with the chat. Hold on, let's have a look. So we've got. Otherwise, it becomes a mess. Blah blah. Arsenal are a top top 5 club in the world. Not sure the heck you want from the guy. See, that's I think he's digging you out, Anthony.
That's probably more me.
I just go on. I was going
to say, because when you look at it for me, if you had the blueprint for a player, it's easy. He receives the ball, goes down the right, crosses it in, or he tries to cut in and have a go at goal. And I can get what you're saying about his stats. This season, yes, his stats are a lot better. But again, when you look at it, for me, it's just too predictable. I expect a lot more out of the kid for his age. He's very mature for his age. He is very mature, don't get me wrong. But I'm expecting a bit more flair. I'm expecting a bit more out of him. I mean, the kid goes down too easy on the floor, for one. Now, if you're world class, you don't need to kind of do that kind of antics in a game if you're world class, because you've got the ability to twist and turn a man and bang it in the top left-hand corner or top right-hand corner or whatever, but to keep falling on the floor and then expecting something out of it, just like your man, Mr. B, I think he wears a number 8 shirt, but, just a little bit like that kind of business. You don't need to be doing that. You don't see the likes of Ronaldo. You don't see the likes of Salah. Salah gets fouled more than anything else. Saka purposely goes out to get a foul. There's a big difference, but
Salah's world class. We're not disputing Salah's world class, right?
Yeah, he is. He's won the Premier League and also he's won the Champions League.
See, you're making it really hard with the winning things, Anthony. To be fair,
That's world class. That's world class to me. I'm sorry, but I think
I don't. I just can't see that as a definition of world class.
No,
you have to win something.
I agree. I don't think just because like as Mr. B alluded there, when you look at Harry Kane, he'll walk into any team, full well one player doesn't make a team.
Yeah.
But one
right.
player.
So I see where our criteria.
He can contribute to a team, and he can do his part. But you've got 9 other players, because I don't really include the keeper at this point. If you include 9 other players, then it's pointless.
Exactly.
Right, so,
I mean, we got no world-class players in a minute at Arsenal. We just got good players at Arsenal.
So you've got no world-class players. Obviously, you've got potential.
We've got no class world players. No, we got no.
So do we have? So with the criteria that we're going with, he really has to be top 3 in his position. Then this is where we're going, right? He needs to be able to walk into any team in world football. Is that the criteria that we're going on now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's what we're working on. Guys in the chat, we want to find out. I know there was a conversation between Andrew and Matt, and Andrew actually asked Matt about the players ahead of him in his position. This might be a bit difficult on a Friday. Players ahead of him in his position, not including Salah, because we already know that. We've decided already that he is way ahead. Stoney's got Saka has played 37 games plus each season, has 7 assists minimum and double-figure goals. Game IQ cannot be questioned. He also plays 90 minutes every game and always has an impact. Does that make him world class though, Stoney? Salah, Andrew Williams has got he's got Bowen. I think he's been on a spicy kebab tonight. To be fair,
yeah, and he's been on the techniques as well. Yeah, he's definitely drunk. Now, Bowen's not world class. Bowen to me is a good player. I mean, in all fairness, no disrespect to Tony here, but what world class is, I mean, don't get me wrong, he did win the Europa League conference, right? But that is a competition that's only just recently come in. Let's not forget that, right? That's the first thing. If West Ham was a team, yeah, that finished Champions League position every season and maybe have won a Premier League, or if they haven't won a Premier League, won a Champions League, that would make him world class. Now, for me, world class, look at Man City. They won the triple last season. So every player in that team that featured last season and helped them along and won that trophy are world class. All those trophies, the Premier League, the Champions League.
Sorry. So you're gonna sit here and say to me that what's the fat boy from Leeds that's gone? Phillips is world class.
The fat boy from Leeds.
Well, no, because he didn't. No. In all fairness, he didn't feature because Pep didn't play him. Because Pep apologised to him because he said that Calvin Phillips put on weight and wasn't at the quality the quality of producing stuff on the pitch.
So
Man City,
Man City have world class players in their team.
Yeah, they got to. If they were there last season,
who in Man City is world class?
Right. Okay. Haaland is one. Right. Rodri, there.
Best in his position. Right. Okay.
Yeah, their goalkeeper, they're pretty much their defense, pretty much the whole team, Mr. B.
You're going to say the whole team as well.
The whole team is world class. I mean, they won a triple.
I forgot about the point. I was gonna. Let's have a look. Grealish. Andrew Williams saying Grealish is not world class.
No.
KDB definitely.
Listen.
Rodri.
He's won. He was in that team and he helped that team.
Right. So does that make him better? Does that make him better than Saka? As I said, this is your argument seems to be you have to win something to be proved as world class.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But
I can answer that as well, Mr. B.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you look at it as a national, the England squad, how many of those players that's been picked for England, and they're supposed to be world-class players, have actually won anything for their respective clubs?
It's only this. What we got? Is it just the City boys?
Yeah, pretty much. And well, yeah, it is.
Shit.
Foden, Kyle Walker, John Stones. All these English players, they've won stuff at club competition, but obviously they can't win it at international level. That's the only problem.
Andrew Williams is not having is not having is not having Grealish. I said that this is said that all right, we'll go Premier League wise. How much teams does Saka walk into?
Well, I think if Man City wants him, but which they bid for him, he can walk in any team in the Premier League, couldn't he? And that includes Liverpool as well. So
no. Until Salah goes, I don't think there's even an argument with Liverpool. So he walks into what, 19? That's what we're saying. He walks into 19 teams in the Premier League.
Well, I mean, obviously being a West Ham man, you've got to think you've got Kudos and you've obviously got Bowen, the bloke player on the right. So where does the sacrifice come? Does Saka, between if you had him there? That's my kind of question. I'll throw into that hat into the ring.
I'm sorry, but I don't. With the Man United team, we don't have the argument. I'm afraid we'll just move Garnacho to the left.
Yeah, just walk in. Where you go? Yeah.
So Saka, right? So Stoney's gone. Saka walks into 16 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves 4. So what are the 4 teams that he doesn't walk into, Stoney? And we've got.
Saka is better than United and Newton, Stone.
Saka is better than both them, Kudos and Bowen. Interesting.
Yeah, so right. So Andrew Williams has got it here. Saka walks into every single team but struggles with Liverpool. I would say yes. I would say yes. I would actually agree with that statement, to be fair. I can't think of where else he doesn't walk straight in.
Yeah, but they're not being funny. You could put Salah up top on there and still play him out on the right. It's not being funny, because Nuno.
There you go.
Got 4 chances missing in the game once before, kind of thing. Salah up playing. There's goals.
Right.
Saka could walk into Liverpool as well.
So I think we've agreed then that Saka is definitely Premier League class.
Yeah.
Okay. By Anthony's definition, unless he wins something, he's not going to be world class. And the only way he becomes world class is if he leaves and goes to I'm not going to say a bigger club than Arsenal. It's not about that tonight, so I'll save that for another show. But if Arsenal win the league, he's already at a big club. Let's not get it twisted. Arsenal are a small club. All banter aside, Arsenal are a small club.
No.
So I don't know where he would go. You're looking at maybe 2 teams where he could maybe go, where you could say, all right, he's maybe upgraded. Real Madrid has won, and Barcelona by name, not by what they're doing on the pitch. So I think he's as high as he's going to go without going to Real Madrid. So it's going to be up to Arsenal to make it. I mean, look, if he's already Premier League class, and we've agreed that Premier League is the best league in the world, then we've got to go with him being world class.
I think personally, Mr. B, I think it's down to a preference. I mean, that what I'm trying to do is tell you my version of world class. You've got to win something. I mean, you look at all the years that Harry Kane played for Tottenham. For me, he wasted his career through most of that. Seriously, Stoney, go away.
Do you?
Yeah, I reckon Harry Kane wasted the majority of his career playing at Tottenham and not winning anything. I mean, the man of that caliber, you said he could walk.
Yeah, but is it?
Pretty much, I agree with you. But I mean, why waste your career on playing for a team that can't win trophies? The only reason why he was there, in theory, what people were saying, was because we all thought he wanted to break Alan Shearer's record of Premier League goals instead of winning a trophy. That was the reason what everybody was thinking.
It's probably also nearly the £400,000 a week he was also getting as well that kept him there as well.
Exactly. So,
He
I
did-
mean, look
he
at
did
Bayern Munich.
he did
They're
earn
not
his
going to win
wages, though.
anything.
Yeah,
They're not
you
gonna
can't
win
deny
anything.
that. You can't
Oh,
deny
don't say that. Don't say it. So, Anthony, you think it's gone? So you're one of these guys who are going to be laughing when Harry Kane doesn't win anything this season because Bayern. I mean, he scored 4. His job is to score goals. He
His job
can't
is to
be
score
in,
goals. He's
which
good
he's
at
done.
scoring goals. He's got, yeah, he's done that. Which he is. If somebody said to me, "What do you think of Harry Kane?" I would say quality. He's a quality player. Quality. Then there's world class. He's just under the
Unbelievable.
world class category because he hasn't won anything, Mr. B. He hasn't won anything. In all fairness, I mean, you
Yeah,
look at
but you
Haaland.
can't
Even
look at
though
his
how
numbers,
young Haaland is, look at what
Anthony.
Haaland's won compared to Harry Kane.
Anthony,
Honestly,
But I think that also comes down to management level as well, because it's what the manager does with the
Well,
team.
exactly, and also what other quality or world class players you've got around you within that team. Man City's got all of that because when they make a sub, they replace world class
like for
players
like level.
with
I
world
get
class
it.
players. Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
have got that.
let's flip it back then. So when you look at so when Man United were winning things and Arsenal winning things, how many of those two teams had world class players?
When we say Beckham was world class, see, I'm going to be biased in it.
Oh, of course,
I'll say Beckham. Beckham was world class.
Well, Beckham
Roy
was
Keane.
world class. Roy Keane. I'm not
you
being
can't
funny.
argue.
Dwight York, Andy Cole. I
Right,
love Andy
see,
Cole.
you're right, but then can you say Andy Cole? Andy Cole, listen, look, right? Let's not get into an argument. He's my boy, but
Yeah.
can you say Andy Cole was world class? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
You
Does
can.
it? Would he have walked into any other team in world football or any of the top 3 teams in world football at that stage?
I think he pretty much could have.
Steve Bruce.
Because you think of it, he won a Champions League. He won a
Steve
Champions
Bruce.
League.
Yeah.
He won a league. Also, I mean, look at him when he first came. I mean, Andy Cole's my man. You know, I mean, George Graham didn't rate him. He come at Arsenal reserves, right? Right. Andy Cole's no way World Cup. Well, of course he is, because he won you. How many Premier Leagues did he win at Man
Listen,
United?
look,
And how many and he won a Champions League?
Anthony, I understand that, but he was part of a good team, and this is the point that I'm trying to get across. It's not always about just winning things, because Andy Cole, he scored so much goals for Newcastle, so much goals for Manchester United, but I can't sit here and say to you that Andy Cole is world class, and he's my favorite Man United player, like forever. But I can't sit here and say to you he was world class. Although your criteria is saying he wins things, I can't sit here and say to you he was world class.
Well, Mr. B, I'm not being funny, but if Andrew Williams says that, and he's a Man United fan, yeah. You two are the only 2 Man United fans I know that said that. Every Man United fan I know, even my brother's a Man United fan, and he said that Andy Cole was world class. I mean, you've got to give the guy credit. When he played for Newcastle, he scored 41 goals. For Newcastle, and he played up with that up front with that Anson fella. What was his name? Peter Beardsley, right? So you've got to give him credit for that for a league. So I'm not being funny, right? When he went to Man United, you got to think he went to Man United for 7 million, and then you exchanged him for Keith Gillespie for £1 million, because it would have been 8 million in total, wouldn't it? But you did a swap, right? Guess what? Andy Cole, he won the league, the Premier League, and also he won the Champions League. He won trophies, but you had a top quality side there in that Champions League.
But he was a part. Yeah, but he was a part of that. So I'm saying he wasn't even the best player in our team at that stage. And this is why I said, you talk about winning is a madness, bruv. You talk about just winning trophies. Seems crazy.
I mean, look at that game again. That always sticks in my mind. Look at that game when you played against Ipswich. You won 9-0. Andy Cole scored 5 out of those 9.
Yeah, but Ipswich are look. I'm not going to take his goals records away from him. If you score 5, you score 5 in the Prem.
But I'm just saying he was a world class player because to me, this is my own opinion, because he won trophies. If you're a striker and you score 20 goals a season and you don't win a trophy, right? You're a quality player. I will state that out
Yeah,
there. You're a
but
quality player.
that could be. They could have an honouring goal. You understand?
Oh,
This is
shit.
what I say. This argument that you've got is killing me. I'm early doors. Am I? It's killing me.
Look, I mean, like, Andy Williams has put a great one in there as well. When you look at it, the fact of 414 games, 187 goals. Harry Kane, 320 games, 213 goals. When you look at something like that, it's like you can say the same for Jermaine Defoe. Again, another one. He can bag in the goals, whatever club he went into. But would you class him as world class?
No, because he didn't win anything.
That's what I'm saying. But again, you've got to look at certain clubs that play these players, even the Italian league and that, and not all of them you could say was world class with their respective clubs. I suppose if you look at it, I mean, Andy asking earlier on that, what do we define as world class? And that is the big question mark. I think Mr. B is asking in that same question. What do you class as world class? Is it down to flair? Is it down to what they've won, like you're saying? Is it down to because they're picked by their national team? It's where do we divide the line? The Premier League and playing the respective world clubs.
When you got players, the quality of the quality of players, what we've got in the Premier League, yeah, I would say at least, what would you say, 90 to maybe 95% of players in the Premier League play for their international country, right? Fine, they're good players, they're quality players, but like when you got like this, the likes of Haaland, the Salahs, and all that is one Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and FA Cups, Carabao Cups, the Super League. I mean, look at Man City. They beat what's it, Fluminense in that cup competition, the World Club Cup or whatever it was. That's it. They've won every single trophy. Pep has won every single trophy at Man City. He's got nothing more to prove at Man City now. He's just there. He's there now on merit. He's enjoying the job. This, that, and the other. He's done it all, Pep, now. He's done it all. He's got nothing to prove now, right? But he'll still be a good manager as long as he stays at Man City, and as long as they do that, they will they'll continue on winning trophies. It's that simple. I can't put it any more simpler than that.
Look, Zico Forbes, big up Zico, has just come in here. Only Mo Salah is better than Saka in these positions. Saka is the second best right winger in the world. Now, Zico's made one comment, and I've kind of...
You can get that.
Yeah, I understand so much where he's coming from. Because Salah is... Look, just no argument. As much as we hate Liverpool, I hate Liverpool. There's no argument. But when you look at Saka's numbers and the fact that week in, season out, his numbers are increasing.
They are.
Anthony, if he scored, because I'm saying I'm going with Saka world class. But with you, if Saka scored from the position that he's playing in, mind is you've got to remember he's not a centre forward.
No.
So the goals, what is it going to take numbers wise? Because he's already on 13. And he's still got whatever 12 Prem games plus Champions League plus are they still at Arsenal still in the FA Cup? I've no idea if Arsenal's still in the FA Cup, but
no, we lost to Liverpool. They beat us.
All right, so you've got 14 games left. If he scores 20 goals and gets 10 assists, 30 goal involvement for the season at 22, you're still going to say that he's not world class.
No, he's a quality. He's a quality player. He's a quality player. It's like what I always say, Mr. B. I've always said it, and I've always stuck by it. To be a world class player, you have got to win trophies. It's that simple. I
Did
don't know
Van
what
Persie
people-
become world class after coming to us?
Yes, because he won a Premier League.
Wow,
He won a Premier
you're
League
not
with Man
bending. You're
United.
not bending, are you? You
But guess
really aren't
what?
bending on that.
We made Van Persie, and I got to be honest with you, we only had one brilliant season out of him. He scored 30 goals, quality player. We sold him to our rival at that time, Man United, because he wanted to go. He scored you 30 goals. He won the Premier League for you, and then suddenly after that, he started deteriorating. He started going down.
No, we
What
sold
career
him,
though?
but that's not the point.
Yeah,
That's not
but
the we sold him. That's different to what I'm asking. I don't understand how he scored. You said it. He scored 30 goals for Arsenal. He scored 30 goals for us, but because we won the trophy, because we probably had better defenders or a better manager, he then became world class after he left Arsenal.
yeah.
Here
Because
we
he
go.
was
Look,
quality. Listen, he was quality at Arsenal, but when he went to you, he won the Premier League. It was world class because his 30 goals contributed for you to win the Premier League. His 30 goals contributed for us to get in the top four. There's a difference. Do you see where I'm coming from?
no, I'm sorry. I know I've been drinking, but I don't. It just.
I want what you're drinking, Mr. B. I want it. Pass some over here. Go on.
Any doors? Am I? I mean, look. Before I ask for the,
I've just been
go on,
thinking.
yeah.
I've been thinking on this, and if you look at it, I mean, what would your class as being world class? I mean, for me, yeah, there's so many variables. So looking at some of the players we've mentioned here, I mean, like Andy's putting some great comments in here. Jude Bellingham hasn't won anything. Is he world class, Anthony? So when you look at players like that, going by what you're saying, then we've got to look at it a different way. So if we, I know we're saying about what is world class, but really, you're looking at what is an elite player rather than world class.
Cute.
And as soon as you say an elite player, then suddenly the list suddenly goes. But world class,
world class is supposed to be the top of the Guinness,
the creme de la creme, yeah,
creme de la creme, exactly. And to be the creme of the creme, what have you got to win?
Yeah, but then hold on. Let's flip that again for you, Anthony. Your favourite manager, who manages our national team, how many of them players he picks have won? Oh, well, a Champions League and everything else. Harry Maguire only won the Premier League. So when you look at something like that, is he world class?
I don't know. Is Harry Maguire won a Premier League?
Yes, he has. Didn't he win it with Leicester?
Where did he play for? He played for Leicester.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, he won a Premier League. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, he is a good defender. He was a good defender. Won the Premier League. And listen. He was world class for Leicester. Right? Don't get me wrong. I will answer this.
They're saying he hasn't
because he won the Premier League with Leicester. Sorry, yeah, you are right.
He hasn't.
But what
he hasn't. He's saying he hasn't won it. Andrew, trust me. Andrew Williams is gonna know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. No, I don't think he did.
Okay.
No. Maguire was at Hull. He was at Hull City at that time. If you look at it, put the comment if I'm right.
He still gets picked for the national team.
Yeah, because look at our manager of the national team.
But then it then flips what you're saying.
I mean, I'm not being
to be a world class player, to play for your national team, that's supposed to be world class. So if we're picking the likes of Harry Maguire and so on, even Bowen being picked for, but being Bowen picked as well.
That's Southgate. That's Southgate. Harry Maguire.
He's a national team manager for a reason, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I asked the same question myself, but again, it still puts it out there. He is the national team manager, and we're picking players that have not won anything.
The people at the FA appointed him as England manager. They haven't got a clue. End of. They're in the office. They're there. jerking off their key bags, right? That's what they do. It's drinking tea, right? And they appoint Gareth Southgate as England manager. I mean, that's one of the worst appointments
But
of
it's
international
still part of
football.
this question that we're being asked.
Yeah, but
And and how many other national teams are exactly the same thing?
right, Mr. B, you can answer this question because he plays for you. Is Harry Maguire world class?
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, but he's won something. But he's still not world class.
Mr. B, I don't care if he's won a fucking cone, right?
No, listen, this is your argument. You're only world class if you can win something.
He does not. He is not world class. Harry Maguire is not world class. Harry Maguire.
We haven't got any world class players in our team.
Well, I know, and I feel sorry for you.
No, don't. I don't want your sympathy. I never ever want. That's the one thing I never want from you. Your sympathy.
No, you will get because I'm your one and only fan. But what I'm saying is, can you roughly see where I'm coming from, Mr. B? I mean, what we were saying, world class, like creme of the creme, is you've got to win. You've got to at least win a trophy once in your playing career, whether it's the league.
There's another one again. Then another name I'm going to throw into the ring here. Then Alan Shearer.
In all fairness,
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
Is he world class?
Yes, he is.
Why?
Because he won the Premier League
with Blackburn.
Yeah, he won the league.
I knew you was going to say that.
That's just the Premier League.
He won a trophy. He won a trophy.
But that's the Premier League. It's not. It's not Europe. It's not Europe. It's not the conference. It's just our league.
Ooh.
It's just our league.
Yeah, I know it's just our league, but it's a trophy soon. It's a trophy.
We've won a trophy, so suddenly all the West Ham players overnight become world class. If that's the case, then that means you've got a world class player who plays for you now.
Well, no, because you won a Mickey Mouse Cup, the next one up to the Carabao Cup.
You said a trophy. You said a trophy.
Thank you. Clear. You see how it Chris went. Andy, remember what you said. Thank you, Andy. I'm glad you picked him up on that.
If you go back, I said you've got to win a Premier League or a Champions League. To me, that's a trophy, right? Mr. B, did I or did I not say last season, even though we finished second and Man United finished third, you won the Carabao Cup last season, right?
Yeah, I knew we had a better season. Yeah, I know we had a better season than you. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe you're not the guy to. Maybe you're not the Arsenal guy to have on shows like this because you're not very positive about your team.
Well, I mean, I'm a man of facts, Mr. B. You got to give me facts. Seriously, you got to give me facts, and I look at these facts and I'll say, right, this is top quality facts. That's what's written down here, right? I don't want he's a top quality striker. Oh yeah, he's amazing. Oh, he assists 3 goals. He assists 3 goals and he scored 6 in his season. Sorry, if you're in the Premier League and you can only manage 6 goals as a striker a season, you are shit. End of, because a striker's goal is to score goals. There's a lot of people out there now, and they're aging, and I'm going to tell you this now, they're aging between the age of 18 and 30, right? I've been on loads of streams where younger people has been saying this, and I've had to correct them. I've had to correct them a few times and say it's a striker's job to score goals, right? Defender's job to defend, keeper's job to keep the balls out fucking there, which is obvious. And this, that, and the other. Now, I hear a different thing about goalkeepers now. Apparently, it's nothing to do with your hands. It's how quick you are on your feet. Is that right?
That's what I'm hearing. But you're old school. I already know that you're quite old school. You want people to still be playing 4-4 bloody 2.
No, I don't like 4-4-2 anymore. I used to, but I don't like it now. I like 4-2-3-1. Okay? That's the way to go forward.
4-4-3-1. Anthony, man. Listen, look. We have been talking for an hour. ish, give or take a
Right.
couple of minutes. We've
And we got
got
to go on
the
Rashford after.
yeah, we've got the gist of it right. Listen, I'm gonna go on. I'm saying Saka's world class. You're an Arsenal fan. You're saying no because he hasn't
Mr.
won
B,
anything.
you're entitled to your opinion, and if you reckon Saka's world class, and you know what, I respect that. Seriously, I respect that. If I was in that room with you now, those doors behind you, I'll slide those doors back and I'll come up behind you and go, Mr. B, hey, Saka's world class, respect. But
So,
listen,
okay, Anthony, let's go for the other one of your players again. Then let's see if he's world class, and that's Gabriel Jesus. Would you class him as world class?
Wicked.
Gabriel Jesus.
Your striker.
Trouble is, though, I think he's a very good player, and I know what you're saying, Tim, because you won a Premier League with Man City, right? So I'm not that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just kind of
But
rattle off
what I'm
some stuff
saying
here.
is,
Yeah,
look at the position where he plays with Man City. He plays on the wide left. He don't play up front for Man City. Never played up front. So what
But
I'm
again,
saying
the question is, for what he's won, is he world class?
he would go down as a world class player, yeah. But Jesus has actually come out and actually said he's not a striker. He's not capable of scoring 20 goals a season. We've talked about this a number of times. So.
But then, if you look at it, Saka. The question we're asking overall is Saka a world class player, and he plays out in the wing. So your kind of comment there. I'm sorry to
But
say,
you've
mate.
gone back. You've back. No. You backwards.
No.
Jesus has won a Premier League. He's won a Saka hasn't. There's a difference.
He's won a lot
There's
more
a
than that.
difference.
Your Jesus has won a lot more than that. But
I
again,
know
it comes down
he's
to
won
the
a
same
lot
thing.
more. I know he's won a lot more than that. Soon, yeah, I know he has. But in all
It comes down
fairness,
to the same thing, mate.
Saka hasn't
Doesn't
won
matter what
anything.
position. If you figure we're questioning one player, which is Saka, yeah. But that's why I thought let's throw that name into the ring, because going by what we're saying as an argument, we've talked about forwards, we've talked about players in the midfield, we've thrown names into the ring, and that's why I thought I'd throw this one in for you as well, Anthony. Because I love you.
Yeah, I know that, but I was just saying, because obviously Jesus has won trophies. Yeah, I get that, and yes, that does make him world class, because he's played games and actually contributed to winning.
Oh my God, are you serious, Anthony?
Saka hasn't won anything,
and he's doing it with a straight face as well, Mr. B.
That's
the best part about it.
The thing is, I thought he was winding me up when we started this.
No. He's deadly serious.
Unbelievable.
Early doors knows what I'm like. We say it on, even I say it on his channel, on issues, and we even say it on the the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I've been in the good for quite a long time, because obviously where Arsenal has been playing really well at the minute. But obviously, but that's a different story. And a majority of it is down to do with Saka, because he's a very good player. He's a quality player. But if Arsenal win the Premier League this season, that's all I'm going to say. If we win a Premier League trophy this season, Saka is world class. He's quality at the minute. Very good player. I'm not going to deny that. But if he wins a Premier League trophy, that takes him up that extra step, that extra notch. Yeah. He then becomes world class.
Okay. The Arsenal fan is the one on here that doesn't believe Saka's world class. Early doors. I'm just gonna ask it. I'm gonna put it to you. Is Saka world class in your opinion? Because I'm saying yes. Anthony's obviously saying no. And it's only gonna change if they win the Coca-Cola Cup. What are you saying?
I'm still kind of divided. I mean, he's an exceptional player, but I wouldn't say he's world class still. I think there's still a lot more to come from the kid. And I think if you look at, my argument is, to be world class, you don't just fall on the floor and do stupidness. You just keep it simple, keep it real, and he could be a better player for that. And that's the thing he's got to get out of his game. If he stamps it out of his game, then yeah, like I say, he can move into that kind of bracket. But for the moment, he's still got to learn that. He's got to bring that out of him. He doesn't need to do it. He's an exceptional player.
Mm.
So why bring that into your game? You don't need to do it. Are you following what other players do? Yeah, I've got a reference your man again, Mr. B, unfortunately.
That's a deep reference in them, bro.
When you see what he did again, falling over, looking for something, didn't get nothing, and then before he's back on his feet again. Saka's doing exactly the same, and he doesn't need to do it into his game. He can beat people. He can score goals, and his goal scoring ability would be 10 times better if he cut that out of his game. Then he'd become world class for me.
Okay, so I'm yes. You're if he cuts out certain fouls, certain traits that you don't like out of his game, and Anthony's gone totally no chance unless he. No. He has to win something. I get it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he puts that trophy, as soon as that whistle blows, he suddenly becomes world class. Wow.
I'll give you the Brentford fans thumbs up for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew Williams is saying I'm a yes, but not much under my definition. But not by much under my definition. Okay. Yeah, I said that I'm putting him as world class. Look, this ended up taking a lot longer than we thought. I was going to talk about Poch, but we'll save. We don't have to waste our time talking about Poch. What I do want is your score predictions for the upcoming games.
Can I just throw one thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can any of you kind of work out how Postecoglou got manager of the month? That's
not even it was manager of the year.
Was it the year? Was it?
He got manager.
I only saw. I caught the tailwinders of jumping out the van this morning. I didn't manager of something. I thought it was for the month.
No, it was for the year. Even he said it was a strange one because we're only in February.
Wow.
But I don't. Yeah, that it makes.
I jumped out the van. All I heard was manager, and I thought he said month.
He's been there 6 months. How could you get a man to put the no?
It makes no sense what they did. Obviously, there's a bias going on.
And you didn't vote for him, did you?
Did I? Fuck.
He's not world class. He ain't won nothing. Anthony's not going to vote for him.
He's not an elite manager. He hasn't won anything. He's not an elite manager.
It surprised him as well as everybody else. I mean, look, you've got. I personally, I would have gone for Moyes because he won a trophy. Not just because you're sitting down near early doors, but I don't like David Moyes. I hate him with a passion. But he won a trophy. Arsenal won nothing last season. Tottenham, we already know about Tottenham. Fulham didn't win nothing. QPR didn't win nothing. So it was really a weird, really what about Ten Hag, bruv? He ain't winning squad. He ain't winning nothing. He ain't winning nothing.
He's won a Carabao Cup.
He ain't winning nothing again, is maybe what I should say.
Got to the final of an FA Cup.
Did we win the final?
No, you didn't know. But
okay, then well, we don't need to talk about something that we didn't win.
I know, but in all fairness, would you say you had a good season under him in his first season?
We had a great season. We had a great season. Everybody said we overachieved. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But this season has been strange. It's been strange. This season's been strange. It wasn't what I was expecting. Look, that's something for a whole nother time. I just can't get into that now. To be fair, Anthony.
I know.
You know what? I want some score predictions because we are ticking along, and I've got a biryani in the kitchen waiting for me. We've got Brentford and Chelsea. We'll make this nice and brief. Anthony, come and talk to me. Brentford versus Chelsea. Guys in the chat, if you are still here, give your score prediction for these upcoming games as well, yeah?
Brentford versus Chelsea. I personally think two teams are absolutely poor this season. So as far as I'm concerned, I think he's got a 1-1 draw all over it.
What you got, early doors?
I think Chelsea's going to nick it 1-0. I think it's going to be. I agree with Anthony. The two teams both in dire straits, but I think Chelsea's just got the edge of it. I think 1-0.
I'm actually going to go with. I actually agree with Anthony, and I agree with the draw, but I go 2-2. I just think that Tony's going to bang, and Chelsea are poor away from home. They're not very good. Andrew Williams has gone 3-1 Brentford. Everton, West Ham. God, sorry.
Sorry. I was just going to say. I think since Ivan Tony's come back from his ban, I don't think he's been 100% great. To be honest with you, Ivan Tony.
Anthony, he scored. What has he scored? 5 in 7 since he's come back. I tell you, man, you are so harsh. I swear. He's been out for 8 months. He's come back. He scored 5 in 7, and you don't think he's done. You don't think he's doing much. Jesus, Anthony, boy, you are. I swear.
Actually, I'm winding him up. I'm winding him up. I'm not.
Oh,
you are. You know what?
You know what, Anthony? Just, yeah. You know what kind of a night it's been, brother. You know what the night is turning into because the liquor. I can feel the liquor dropping into me now. I can actually feel it in my. You know when you feel it in your knees.
I can smell it come out of my mouthpiece of my mobile.
We deserve better has gone. Brentford 2, Chelsea 1. Tony shines for the future employees. Oh God,
yes,
he can't go Chelsea.
Yes, yeah.
He can't go Chelsea.
There is the rumor.
Jeez.
There is the rumor.
Oh,
there is the rumor.
Lord. That would kill him. That would kill him. He would score goals for them, but I don't think that's the right answer for him. To be fair, but look, you never know. We got Everton, West Ham.
I bet Timmy Dawn first on that one.
Yes, please.
I mean, I agree with Andy Williams' score prediction there, 2-1. I think if you look at it for Everton, the fact that they've had the points reduced, that's kind of given them a lift. But for us, we're back. Paqueta, first result for 2024. Paqueta makes a difference. I mean, I always say one player doesn't make a team, but for West Ham, he definitely does. So yeah, I think we just got the edge on this one.
I'm actually going to agree with you, but I think it's probably going to be a 3-1. I think Everton. I think that the bubble that they had where the whole world was against them. I think that's going to be gone. But yeah, I think Paqueta coming back has made, and is going to make, as long as he stays fit, a huge. Man City don't come in for players unless they're Premier League proven, and I think Paqueta has shown when he's played how good he is, and then now he obviously the period you didn't have him. What West Ham did, well, coincidence that he's come back and he caused. What did he get? 2 assists in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's different level, and he had 3 in the game just before he got injured, I think. So yeah. I'm gonna go West Ham 3-1. We've got on here. We have got West Ham, different team with Paqueta and Kudos in it. Yeah. We deserve better. It's gone Everton 3. Ooh, Everton 3, West Ham 0. And Prene's gone West Ham 3, Everton 0. So we deserve better. It's gone one way, and Prene's gone the other way. Fulham, Birmingham.
Do you want my
yes, please, Anthony. Yes, please.
I was going to go 2-1 West Ham, right? And the only reason being is because I feel West Ham has got more, even though they're sadly lacking a striker, but they've got the opportunities around the midfield and in the attacking place. More so than what Everton's got. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win.
Now we can go Fulham Brighton. Sorry, Anthony.
That's all right. Right, if you want me to go, I think I'll be honest with you, because Fulham had a good win on the weekend, didn't they? I feel this game's going to be a draw. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 on this one.
Early doors?
Yeah, I think if you look at it, I mean, the way Fulham played last time, and of course they got the goal near the end, and that was only because of the added time. Brighton are very up and down this season, so I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-1. Brighton. I just think they're on a little charge. Look, Prene, yes. He read my mind. He's gone 2-1 Brighton as well. Anthony, I went you went first this time. Means I gone you. I haven't missed you out this time. Again, we're going to go with you, Anthony. If we go with you, Anthony, then it just saves all the confusion in my head, man. Newcastle Wolves.
Newcastle and Wolves. You know what? Newcastle's been on. They've been poor. Obviously, because last week we played them, we beat them. We beat them 4-1. So Wolves have been slightly on the up. To me, Newcastle's got lots of injuries, so I'm going to edge this one to Wolves. I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves.
What you got early doors?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the other thing I think I heard this morning was Eddie Howe knows that there's, I've got the fella's name there. There's a manager touted in the background that the owners are considering. If the rumour's true, so that could also play a major thing. Plus the injuries, and Gary O'Neill, he's doing wonders at Wolves. So for me, and I think it's a Wolves win, and I think I'll go with a 2-1 to Wolves.
So Andrew Williams,
is that the old Bayern Munich manager?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah.
Okay, that's going on here. Right, Andrew Williams has gone. Newcastle 1, Wolves 1. We deserve better. Has gone 2-2. Last minute equaliser for the Toons. I'm gonna go Wolves. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Wolves. I think there's no pressure for them. I love what Gary Neal has done for Wolves in regards to he walked in there 4 games, 5 days before the start of the season. And he's accepted what he's had. He hasn't bought any players. Even January they didn't, but he's just improved. Proper coach.
Yeah.
He's improved their team. So I'm actually going to go for a Wolves win.
And it's the same team when you think about it. Lopetegui said that would do nothing.
Would do nothing in the league. Yeah, Lopetegui wanted money. We are weak to money to spend. And I suppose as a manager, if you feel that you're going to get nothing, then maybe it was better for him to walk than be put under all of that pressure. Andrew Williams is saying Gary O'Neill has been handed 2 horrific situations. Yeah, he was, what was it, Bournemouth and there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he was there. He's done a brilliant job in both. Nottingham Forest, Liverpool.
Oof. Oh, you know what? I really want Nottingham Forest to win this game. That's and I hate it relying on other teams to do us favours, but in this one I can't see this one happening, Mr. B. So, in all fairness, I think Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. I'm going to go for Liverpool win, and I'll say 3-1 Liverpool.
Oh, just like Andrew Williams put in there. What have you got early doors?
I had exactly the same thing before Andrew put it up there, and also he's nicked it off of us. And yeah, 3-1. Liverpool just got too much in the tank.
Well, Prene is going to 3-1 Liverpool win, 3-0 Liverpool win, and we deserve better's going to 5-1 Liverpool win. I'm with you guys. I can't see anything other than a Liverpool win. I think Forest probably will score 1. They're good on the break. And Awoni and even Alanga, I think they played well against us. So I think they will score 1, but I think Liverpool are going to be too strong. I think I'll go 3-1. So I'm agreeing with you, early doors, and Andrew Williams. What? Andrew Williams? Copper's going out on a high. You're happy for him? All right, I'm waiting. I'll wait for the next comment. I'm waiting for some. I'm going to wait for the next comment to come in. Tottenham Crystal Palace.
Tottenham Crystal Palace. I think that. I didn't know they seem to be playing better after that. Obviously, Roy Hodgson has left. And I thought
Glasner has made an impact, hasn't he? Since he's come in, he's made an impact straight away.
Yeah. So, do you know what? I feel it's going to be a good game. I don't think there's going to be lots and lots of goals in this one, but for some particular reason, I hate to say this, but I sort of edge it with Tottenham. So if I do, I'm going to go for a Tottenham win, and I'll say 2-1 Tottenham.
Only 2. What you got, early doors?
Well, because he's one manager of the year for some unknown reason. I think they might see a bit more out of Spurs than that, so I'm going to go over 3-1.
3-1. So we deserve better has gone 2-0 Palace. Prene has gone 2-0 Spurs. Andrew Williams has gone He's saying Spurs are due a performance. Let's have a look and see what his score prediction was. Then hold on, let's have a look.
He's
Spurs
coming with it now.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Thank you very much. So he's gone Spurs 2-0. I'm actually going to go Spurs 3-0. Richarlison's not playing. He's out for the rest of the season now.
So they're going to bang in goals.
So what they're going to bang? They're going to move Son up front, and I think he'll just finish the chances that what's his name's been wasting. So I'm actually going to go 3-0. I don't see Crystal Palace doing anything to halt them. Yeah, they played high up the pitch, but unless they've got, as I'm going to assume, Eze and Elise are still injured. So they don't have them. Yeah, they've got no chance. So I'm actually going to go 3-0. And Andrew Williams has gone Son central, Johnson on the left, and Cooley on the right. I didn't know Johnson can play on the left. I was ignorant to that move, but that could be the one. Luton, Aston Villa. We go with you, Anthony.
Luton and Aston Villa. I like Luton, and like Tony, I've always said to my opinion about Luton. If they're going to go down, they go down fighting. That's what I like about Luton. Even despite, I don't think they wanted that FA Cup. They're concentrating to survive the league. So I'm going to go for an Aston Villa win here. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Aston Villa win. I think Ollie Watkins has scored 2 goals. He's been brilliant this season. He's not quite world class, but yeah, I feel 3-1 Aston Villa, Mr. B.
I like that one. What you got, early doors?
I'm going to go with a 2-0 to Villa.
2-0. Okay. Andrew, so Prene has gone 3-2 to Villa. Andrew Williams has gone 3-2 to Luton. I will go. I think Villa will win this. I'll go 2-1. I think it'll be a close game. I think they'll both score. But yes, he said Ollie Watkins is world class. So yeah, I think he's gonna bang them in. We've then got Burnley and I can't see this one. Burnley and Bournemouth.
Yeah, Burnley and Bournemouth. I feel really sorry for Bournemouth because their top goal scorer, Solanke, he's out injured.
Oh, is he?
That. Yes, he's out injured. Yes, he is. So, regarding on that in performances wise, and Company's been sacked now as Burnley manager. So,
sorry. What?
He's been sacked.
I heard a rumor he's been sacked. Has he been sacked? Company's Burnley manager. Have a look, Tim. Somebody told me. I swear he's been sacked.
Well, I'll tell you what, it ain't on here yet.
Oh no, it says here sack threat.
Right.
After the Burnley ball drop a hint.
Oh right, okay, yeah, sorry. So I do apologise for that. But
that's right.
If there's anything out of this game, I think Burnley could. I don't know. I'm going to go for a draw on this one, Mr. B. Do you know what? I'm going to go a boring, pathetic 0-0. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm going to go for.
Okay, you've got 0-0. What you got, early doors?
I suppose that's with the kind of sack threat under his belt. I'm going to give Burnley a 1-0 result. I'm going to be a bit kind to them and say that. I'm going out with a bang if I'm going to do anything. So
Prene's gone 1-0 to the Cherries. I'm actually going to go for a Burnley win. I think the fact that Bournemouth don't have Solanke, I didn't know about that one, Anthony, to be fair.
Yeah, he's definitely injured, yeah.
That changed it. Yeah, that changed. that actually changed my thought process for this game. So I'm going to go Burnley 2 and Bournemouth 1. We've got Man City, Man United. Anthony.
Oh my God! Right, well, I was watching the game last season on my mobile earlier today in work, and I think the score was 6-3 to Man City. And oh God, Mr. B's looking away. He needs the truth.
Did you say it was 1 year away from what?
It was goals scored by world class players that won the Premier League and the Champions League last season, and the Super League and the other cup. But do you know what I mean? I really want Man United to do something, but I can't see it, Mr. B, because of the players you've got. I think the only out Man United's got is if they play their second highest goal scorer as McTominay. But I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give you a goal, Mr. B. I'm gonna go 2-1 Man City, and I hope it's the other way round. But I'm gonna go 2-1 Man City.
Andrew Williams has gone. He's normal positive self. He's gone 4-0 City. They take it easy on us, but then nick 2 late ones. Pranay is going to sit this one out because it's just going to be too painful. What are you giving us, early doors?
Yeah, I'm going to be kind like Anthony, and I think you're going to get 1 goal at least. You know, there's one gracious thing in that. But the machine, which is City, and that breaks my heart.
5-1 Man City. You're going to say 4-5-1.
No, I'll be a bit kind. I'll say 3-1. I think 3-1 City.
No, Andrew Williams has gone Haaland hat-trick, and you've gone 3-1. I'm actually going to call 2-2. I don't think they're going to beat us. I'll be honest. I don't know why. As I said, it could be the remnants of this. But I don't think they're going to beat us. Everybody's expecting. God, Anthony, that looked like an arse.
No. Sorry. That.
No, I realised. I looked away, and I looked away when it came back. I just saw smooth cheeks. I thought, what the hell's going on? But,
he was just ready for the Monday night game. He's just kind of getting you in the picture.
No, sorry, Mr. B. That was my ass. But what I was trying to say was, half 3 is an odd time to kick off, isn't it? I thought it was normally half 4.
It's police. Apparently,
it's a police thing, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently it was some. They didn't. I don't know what difference an extra hour is going to make, but yeah, apparently it was a police thing. So
yeah, are you doing a watch along for that one?
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh, good. I'll tune in, Mr. B. I'll give you my full support.
I thought you might, Anthony. I thought you might. It's all right. I'll get a mod to block your comments, so it'll be fine.
No, I'm seriously, I'm rooting for you. I'm really rooting for Man United, but I just can't see it. That's why I went 2-1.
No, I get it. I get it. I said, and that's why I've gone 2-2. I think we're gonna surprise. I think we're going to surprise a few people on Saturday. I mean, on Saturday, we really surprised them on Saturday. On Sunday, sorry. Okay. Look, we'll see. We'll see.
If it's 2-2, Tony did say to me, he did say that on Instagram, so I messaged him like earlier to come on. I said, if Man United drew with Man City, what would you do, Tim? He said, when the Man United Gentleman next goes live, he said, I'll send in £100 super chat. I went, all right then, Tim. So
he doesn't even have to send it by super chat because YouTube take money. If he really wants to, just send it directly to me. We can work that out. We've got one more game: Sheffield United and Arsenal.
I've got your number now, so just kind of send the bank details on the thing there and direct this done.
Oh.
We got one more: Sheffield United.
He was crying for your number, Mr. B, and I gave in the end. I just sent it.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Don't lie. Don't come on here and lie.
Oh no,
right?
He did. The funny part, Mr. B, he did finally send the number
after we had our conversation.
But unbeknown to him and that, I did my own homework, sunshine, and I got it myself off of this man.
All right, so Anthony, all right, I'll let you off, Anthony. Okay. You are the slowest, but it's all right. It doesn't matter.
Arsenal people, you just can't rely on them.
Yeah, none of them are world class, are they? Anthony, Sheffield United, Arsenal. What you got for me?
Do you know what? I've got an outstanding game here for you, Mr. B. This game is going to have goals, and it's going to have goals at the highest level, right? So through that, I am actually going to say 5-0 Arsenal.
Well, you've done one more than Andrew Williams. Prenay has gone. Your Arsenal look ruthless. I'll take a miracle for Sheffield not to concede less than 3 this season or 4 Arsenal. So yeah, it looks like 4-0 to Arsenal. What have you got, early doors?
I think night Andrew Williams. Good night, mate. Great comments in the chat, I must admit. I think if going by what Andy said, if Arsenal score early, which I think they're going to do anyway, then I think we're going to be looking at a big scoreline here. I'm actually going to push the boat out on this one. I'm going to say 6-0.
6.
Oh, 6, yeah. Well, why not? We scored 6. We put 6 past West Ham.
Okay. Well, I was shocked by the height of these
Sorry,
scores.
Tim.
But I'm actually Sheffield aren't going to score. We know they're not going to score. I think it's going to be a 4. I would gladly go 4-0. I can't see. Yeah, Sheffield, they're a dead football team, and said Arsenal, Sheffield United are going to have to. Yeah, I think you're going to cause a chaos. So I'll actually going to go 4-0 with that one. With that, guys, that's Jesus Christ, is that how long we've been talking? Bloody hell. Yeah, it's been a very, very long one. Where can we find your early doors?
You can find me on Early Doors Football TV, all one word. Obviously here on YouTube. You can also find me on Insta and obviously on Facebook as well.
Anthony Herbert, where can we find you, my friend?
Well, you can find me on a channel called Football United TV. We were supposed to have him on here tonight, but obviously he didn't show up because, well, we knew what we know.
He's got his jar of teeth, isn't he?
He's got his jar of teeth on the bedside cabinet. Yeah, lucky soul. And and you can find me on Football United TV, where I used to show Gunners from All Corners Thursday night at 9 o'clock. I did one last night, very good show. And also, I'm going to be doing a show on Sunday called the Premier League Weekend Show as well. So that's coming back now, and I think that's as soon as the last game on Sunday finishes, that's when we're going to go live. And then I'll be on Tony's show on the what's it called thing?
The Sunday night takeaway show.
The Sunday night takeaway. Yeah.
There you go. See, I don't know how you could have forgot that. I don't know how you could have forgotten that name, Andy. But your memory's not world class, so we'll leave it like that. Guys,
I didn't want my main man get done by copyright. That's what I'm saying.
All I say as well, Mr. B, in that, you know, if you look at the good and bad, the ugly show in there, you just got to look at Anthony's eyebrows. Just got to keep putting it in there. His eyebrows. Yeah, his eyebrows.
It's off.
Guys,
You know what he's done? He's taken Mikel Arteta's eyebrows, off of him, and he's stuck them on my head. And I was like, bastard.
world class decision there, right? Early doors, if you ask me, because your eyebrows aren't very good, Anthony. But look, we'll leave it like that. You're in 4K. That's what I'm talking about, bro. You're in 4K.
You know what we said on Wednesday, Mr. B? Yeah, I said to him, you finally bleached them darker so we'd actually see them for a change.
You stop your wife from plucking them, Anthony, man. But guys, look, with that, we are out. It's been a really, really long one. It's half hour till
you know why, didn't you? You know it's been a long one, didn't it? You know, apart from obviously the world class debate kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah. It is your birthday after all. So we had a bit longer than normal.
Thank you very much. Listen, look, if you think I'm 64, Anthony, we're well past it. I'm not even going to swear. I'm not even going to lower my level to be swearing at you. I'll save it for off air.
I know, Mr. B, but I get it. That's Arsenal's put me through a lot of stress. Man United has obviously done the same. So I get it.
Anthony, get lost, guys. Thanks for watching. We will be back for the watch along on Sunday, where we will be getting a very good 2-2 result. Mark my words. Early doors. I said another 2 weeks. I hope to see you again. I said we're going to do this every 2 weeks now. It just makes my life a lot easier. Anthony, I know you're going to abuse me in the chat on Sunday. I hope it backfires.
I'm going to stick by you.
And then we'll see on Monday when I'm abusing you on Sheffield Wednesday. So, okay. Well, thank you. I'll take your sticking by me. Oh shit, Sheffield down. Oh, God. You know what, guys? Look, you know what? I'm living in a time warp, guys. Look, it's late. It's me, Mr. B, and we are out.
Take care.